Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to today's session. Okay, so we are continuing with our MCQ sessions. So I hope those people who are here today have revised the May current affairs. So in this session, we will be looking into 40 MCQs. Okay, 40 MCQs on May 2020 current affairs. We have started this from January 2020 and we have completed up till April by yesterday, and in the next 90 minutes we will look into the May 2020 current affairs also. Tomorrow it will be June, then July, and we will go on up till December 2020. Okay, one day, 1 month. Okay, so before we begin, let me just talk to you about Unacademy. Unacademy is India's largest learning platform which offers you a wide variety of contents, starting with daily live classes where you can chat and interact with your educator, clear your queries, okay, which will be very beneficial for your exam. Then live tests and quizzes, which will help you to evaluate your own preparation and gain more confidence by the time you reach the examination hall. Then structured courses, which are aimed at covering the entire syllabus of that particular exam. Then unlimited access to all our packages and videos, etc., etc. So in order to get all these things, first thing to do is download Unacademy learning app. Download this from Google Play or App Store and then create an account and get a subscription. Okay, so I am Madhav Sankar R Warrier and this is my Telegram channel and my Unacademy channel. Please follow me here so that you can get the class notes, PDFs, links, updates, etc., etc. Okay, I will be sharing all these things in my Telegram channel t.me/msrw1. Also, if you follow my Unacademy channel, you will get notified whenever I schedule a lesson. Okay, so please don't forget to subscribe to these two. So Unacademy brings you the top educators from all over the country. All these faces are very familiar. You can use their expertise in bettering your own preparation and ask them queries, etc., etc. And it will be a wonderful session. So the basic UPSC CSE package of Unacademy looks like this. You will get everything: polity, history, current affairs, economics, etc., etc., along with your optional courses. Okay, there will be practice and strategy sessions. There will be answer writing courses, etc., etc. Okay, so make sure you get all these things. And in order to get all these things, the basic form of subscription is known as Plus subscription. Okay, Plus subscription will have everything that I have so far mentioned. Okay, other than optional, everything will be there in this particular package. So starting from 1 month, there are different kinds of packages all the way up to 3 years. A simple 1 year package will cost you 49,500 rupees. But if you use my code MSRW1, you can actually avail 10% discount and can pay 44,550 only. Okay. Also, for any package subscription that is greater than or equal to 6 months in time, you can actually pay the fees using no cost EMI facility. Alright, the time period should be greater than or equal to 6 months. Fine. The other form of subscription that is tailor-made for UPSC aspirants is known as Iconic subscription. Here, the packages are in 3 formats: 1 year, 2 year, and 3 year. A typical 1 year package will cost 69,500. Using my code MSRW1 will provide you 10% discount and you have to pay only 62,550. So what is the benefit of an Iconic package over a Plus package? In the Iconic one, you will get something extra over and above the Plus benefits, including personal coach or a personal trainer or a mentor. Basically a one-to-one session with the educator. Okay, which will be very much beneficial for you. Similarly, daily mains answer writing practice, study planner, personalized feedback sessions, etc., etc. These are the benefits in Iconic. So do grab a subscription based on your own requirements and start learning with Unacademy. So regarding the optional courses, these are the available packages, again starting from 1 month all the way to 3 years. 1 year subscription here will cost you 27,500. Discount is applicable here also on using the code MSRW1. Okay, so be vigil. There are plenty of free contents in Unacademy. Okay, you do not have to pay anything for watching these free contents, and in order to view them or unlock them, you have to use an educator code and you can use this one. Okay, without any payment, you can actually unlock many free contents. Please use the code MSRW1. So regarding Unacademy Combat, I think all of you know about this already. If you do not know about this, this is one of India's top quiz competitions on all India level program. First edition of this was completed back in December 6th. Next one is coming up this Sunday, that is December 20th, 11 a.m. Okay, so be ready. The link is provided in the description. So go there and subscribe to it straight away. 45-minute session, 60 questions, 6 sessions. Attractive prizes are awaiting you. First prize will be Apple MacBook Air. Second place, Apple iPad Mini. Third, Apple AirPods. And the top 100 rankers will actually get 1000 rupees Amazon vouchers. Okay, very attractive prices. Do subscribe. The link is below in the description. So regarding, I like to bring your attention to this fact. UPSC CSE next year, 2021, is only 6 months away. Okay, about roughly 6 months away. It is on June 27th. Okay, so Unacademy is actually starting a 6 months GS batch from today onwards. So please do get a subscription. You will be getting complete syllabus coverage, prelims test series, live classes, PDFs, etc. etc. Okay, top educators like Mrinal sir, Siddharth sir, etc. are taking classes. So make sure that you subscribe to, you get a subscription on this. The other batches are also shown here for 2022 and 2023. Okay, so we have bilingual classes, that is Hindi and English. We have Hindi alone classes and we have English specific classes also. Okay, so do take a look into each of them. Alright, so that is it basically regarding Unacademy subscription. You can visit my channel in Unacademy to get to know more about my classes. Okay, the link is given here. Copy paste this in the URL and you can watch it. Alright, so let's begin the current affair MCQs for May 2020. There are 40 questions. So this is how it works. I will show you the question. I will read the question. I will wait for some 10 to 15 seconds in which time you can put the answer in your YouTube live chat. And then I will explain it. Okay, so 90-minute session we will complete by 5:30 and the entire month of May would be covered. Okay, so first question is on the board. Consider the following statements about one nation, one ration card scheme. Okay, one nation, one ration card. 1. The beneficiary will be able to buy subsidized food grains from the FPS across country using their existing or same ration card that is linked with Aadhaar. Okay. Number 2. Partha Mukhopadhyay Working Committee on Migration recommends for portability of public distribution system and its benefits in 2017. Select the correct statements using the codes given below. Very relevant question. We saw a lot of migration, etc. during the COVID time as well. So this has been in the news very recently. See if you can guess the answer. Good evening, Ramkumar. I will wait for 10 to 15 seconds on each question. Okay. So one nation, one ration card scheme, ONOR. That's the short form. You might have heard about that as well. Any idea? Doesn't matter even if it is wrong. If you know it, please do a guesswork in the comment section. Okay, so I think I will explain it. Yeah, Divya is saying it is option A. Okay, I am going to give the answer now. Answer is actually C. Both are true. Okay, this ONOR scheme is very particular because the ration card is now portable. Okay, even if you have a ration card in your state, you can actually use the same in order to get subsidized food grains from all over the country. Alright, so this is one of the ambitious schemes done by the government and it was effectively implemented also. So statement 1 is correct. The only factor here to note is the ration card must be linked with Aadhaar. Okay, if it is not linked with Aadhaar, you are not eligible for this scheme. Fine. Second one, Partha Mukhopadhyay Working Group on Migration recommended this portability back in 2017. Also correct. Okay, it is this committee recommendation which was implemented by the central government very recently. Fine. So both these statements are correct. Answer is C. 2. Consider the following statements about National Food Securities Act 2013, NFSA. Okay. 1. Act legally entitles up to 50% of rural and urban population to receive subsidized food grains under Targeted Public Distribution System, TPDS. 2. It is operated under joint responsibility of center and state governments. Choose the correct answer. Alright, National Food Securities Act 2013, NFSA. Very much important. For your mains also, this is very important act, food security. Okay, so let's see how many can get this right. National Food Securities Act 2013. Alright, now I think I will tell the answer. The second question correct answer is option B, 2 only. Okay, so why is statement 1 wrong? Statement 1 is wrong because according to National Food Securities Act of 2013, the act legally entitles up to 75% for rural area and 50% for urban population to receive subsidized food grains under TPDS. Okay, it is not uniform allocation. For those people who are in rural areas, they will get up to 75% in subsidized rates. Okay, and for urban area, it is 50%. That is why the first statement is wrong. You have to be very careful with percentages and all, because such kinds of questions were put back in the 2016 and 2017 UPSC prelims. Okay, that question was regarding Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana and all. Okay, in that also they played with percentages. So be very alert to the rates and all. Okay, second one, it is operated under joint responsibility of center and state governments. Correct. So it is the duty of center government to provide all the ration substances and all, and it is their duty to maintain godowns, etc., etc., and storage houses. But it is the duty of the state government to identify the beneficiaries and give them ration cards and all. Okay, so it is together implemented by both center and state governments. Correct answer option B. Third one, consider the following statements. 1. The border between India and China is not clearly demarcated throughout, and there is no mutually agreed line of actual control, LAC. 2. The disputed boundary in the eastern sector, that is Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim, is over the McDonald line in Arunachal Pradesh, decided in 1914. Select the correct answer. Please see if you can answer this. This is a very relevant question also. We very recently saw a standoff between India and China. Some mishaps also happened around that time. Previous year we saw the Doklam standoff. Okay. So a very hot topic all in all. Please see if you can answer this question. I will wait for some 10-15 seconds. Question number 3. Okay, I think now I can tell the answer. 3C, no. Okay, correct answer is A only. Okay, Divya, it is A only. So the border between India and China is not clearly demarcated throughout, and there is no mutually agreed LAC. That is correct. Okay, LAC, this line of actual control, is actually not a mutually agreed line. This is not very much clear even as of now. India claims certain areas, China claims some other areas. Okay, there is no mutually agreed line as of now. Second one, the disputed boundary in the eastern sector is over the McDonald line. No, it is over the McMahon line. McMahon line in Arunachal Pradesh, decided back in 1940. Okay, so India and China has disputes in various areas throughout the LAC. In the eastern sector, it is the McMahon line that is drawn in Arunachal Pradesh. The McDonald line is back in Jammu Kashmir. Okay, so China says that McDonald line is the legal line, which means Aksai Chin, which is currently India, claiming to be a part of India, is China's. Okay, this is what China says. According to McDonald line, Aksai Chin is for them. It belongs to China. But India says no, we are not accepting McDonald line. We are actually accepting the Johnson line. And according to Johnson line, Aksai Chin is part of India. Clear? So this is the contesting areas between India and China. Some sectors in middle portion also, but these are the prominent areas. Okay, so correct answer is option A, 1 only. Question 4. Consider the following statements. 1. According to One China policy, Any country wishing to establish diplomatic relationship with China must acknowledge there is only one China and sever all formal ties with Taiwan. 2. Taiwan is not a member of UN, WTO and WHO. Select the correct statements. Question number 4. Regarding the One China policy, very important. I will wait like 10-15 seconds. You can follow me in my Telegram channel as shown here in order to get the class PDFs, notes, articles, etc. etc. Okay. So, yeah, now I think I will go on to answer this one. Question number 4. Correct answer is option A, 1 only. Okay. So, according to this One China policy, any country wishing to establish diplomatic relationship with PRC. Okay, PRC stands for People's Republic of China. That is the mainland China. You know, the Mao Zedong's territory. Okay, so anybody who wish to make diplomatic relationship with PRC must acknowledge that there is only one China and should sever all formal ties with Taiwan. Okay, Taiwan is the Chinese Taipei, the other one. Okay, the small portion which claims as a separate country. So if you wish to make diplomatic relationship with China, that is the PRC, then you should sever all ties with Taiwan. This is the One China policy. And most of the nations in the world actually follow this policy, including USA, India, etc. etc. Okay, statement 2 is wrong. Taiwan is not a member of United Nations and WHO. That is true, but it is actually a member of WTO. Okay, Taiwan is not going to get UN membership very soon because China will definitely veto it. Being a permanent member, it has the capability of vetoing that. But in WTO, Taiwan is a member. Clear? So correct answer is option A, 1 only. Question 5. The disagreements between India and Nepal over the border dispute is over the regions which includes dash. Option A, Kalapani and Lipule. Option B, Limpiadura. Option C, Susta. Option D, all the above. India-Nepal disputes. Again, very much recent topic. So, where do we have these issues? In which of these regions do we have the issue? So guys, to the newcomers, we are actually doing the current affairs roundup for the month of May. Okay. Question 5, anyone? Okay, I think I will tell you the answer. It is option D, all the above. Okay, so the disagreements between India and Nepal has been very much in the news recently, primarily because when India brought out its new map, the Kalapani region was marked as India's portion. Okay, this actually angered Nepal. Nepal is claiming the Kalapani area as well. So there basically the disputes are spread over all these three areas. Kalapani, Lipule and Limpiadura, all these three in the state of Uttarakhand and Susta in the state of Bihar. These are all contested areas between India and Nepal. India claims all this to be India's part. Nepal claims itself, all this belongs to them. So, India-Nepal boundary has been decided based on the Treaty of Segauli. Okay, Treaty of Segauli signed between English East India Company and the Kingdom of Nepal. This treaty demarcates the boundary line between India and Nepal. Problem is, India claims that this line begins from a particular point. Nepal says that no, it begins from another point. Okay, so this lack of clarity is causing all the issue. Clear? So these are the contested areas as of now. Kalapani, Lipule, Limpiadura and Susta. Question 6. Consider the following statements about Gilgit Baltistan region. Number 1. It has been under Pakistan's control since November 4, 1947. Following invasion of Kashmir by the tribal militias and Pakistan Army. 2. Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Punjab and Sindh being the other 4 regions of Pakistan. Select the correct answer. Sixth question regarding Gilgit Pakistan. So these are current affairs / international relations, okay? CA/IR questions. Gilgit Pakistan again in the news very recently because of a very protested judgment from Pakistan Supreme Court. Okay, so India actually openly criticized the Supreme Court judgment in Pakistan that deals with Gilgit Pakistan. That is why this is in the news. Okay, so correct answer 6th question is option C. Both are true. So it has been under Pakistan's control since November 4, 1947. Correct. Okay, there were, during the partition and all, the plenty of issues were going on. So the Pakistani military and the tribal militias together took over this region, the region of Gilgit Pakistan, and since then it is a part of Pakistan. Although it is contested, it is administered by Pakistan. Okay. Second one, Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Punjab and Sindh are the other provinces of Pakistan. So basically Pakistan is a country with 5 provinces. Okay, these are the 5 provinces. Fine. So both the statements are correct. Answer is option C. Question 7. Consider the following statements about non-alignment movement or NAM. Okay, non-alignment movement. 1. It originated in the Asia-Africa Conference held in Belgrade. 2. NAM's first conference was the Bandung Conference held in 1961 under the leadership of India, Yugoslavia, Egypt, Ghana and Indonesia. Select the correct statements. 7th question. If you have watched my World History series in Unacademy platform, you would definitely know the answer to this. But even otherwise, this is a simple question. Regarding the non-alignment movement, which actually, marked India's foreign policy for a very long time. Any idea? Question number 7. Okay, I think I will tell you the answer now. It is option D, none of the above. Okay, so basically non-alignment movement, it originated in the Bandung Conference and its first conference was Belgrade. So basically interchange these two and it is fine. That's all. Okay, so the idea of non-alignment movement was actually originated in the Asia-Africa Conference that was held in Bandung, not Belgrade. Okay, Bandung in Indonesia. Fine. Second statement will transform as follows. NAM's first conference was Belgrade Conference held in 1961 under the leadership of India, Yugoslavia, Egypt, Ghana, Indonesia, etc. etc. Okay, India championed by Jawaharlal Nehru, Yugoslavia by Tito, Egypt by Nasser. Okay, very famous leaders all over. Clear? Question 7 done. Question 8. Consider the following statements about Open Skies Treaty, OST. Number 1. OST was signed in 1992 and came into effect in 2002. 2. India is a member to this treaty. Select the correct statements. Okay, Open Skies Treaty, again in the news recently, in the month of April-May 2020. See if you can answer this one. Open Skies Treaty was signed in 1992 and came into effect in 2002. Number 2, India is a member to this treaty. 8A. Yeah. Very good, Divya. Correct answer. Option A is the right answer. One only. Okay. So what is this Open Skies Treaty now? According to Open Skies Treaty, the nations who are part of this treaty will allow other member nations to conduct reconnaissance aircraft flights over their territory. Okay. For example, if US and Russia are part of this treaty, then Russia should allow United States to conduct, reconnaissance flights over Russia's airspace. Okay, I mean, they cannot do anything else. They can simply observe everything that is going on in Russia. So this is basically to build trust between the two nations. Okay, there are plenty of countries who are a part of this, including USA and Russia. This is in the news because USA announced that they are going to withdraw from OST because Russia is not following the principles of OST. Okay, so that is why it's been in the news. So statement 1 is true. It was signed in 1992 and came into effect 10 years later in 2002. India is not a member. Okay, now India, China, etc. are not members to this treaty. Question number 9. Consider the following statements. 1. The debt to GDP ratio indicates a particular country's ability to pay back its debts. 2. Rollover risk is a risk associated with the refinancing of debt, specifically that the interest charged for a new loan will be higher than the old. Select the correct answer. So this is your current affairs / economics. Okay. Debt to GDP ratio and rollover risk. What are these? 10 seconds. Alright, I think I'll tell the answer now. Question number 9, correct answer is C. Both are true. Basically, debt to GDP ratio, as the name suggests, is the ratio of debt over GDP. Okay, how much is the debt of a country over its own GDP? That is the debt to GDP ratio. And this is actually an indicator for the fact of how much is the country's ability to pay back its debts. Okay, if it is too much, then the country does not have the ability to pay back. If it is optimum, then it's fine. Okay, so that is statement number 1. Statement number 2 is about rollover risk. So this is the risk associated with the refinancing of debt, specifically that the interest charged for the new loan will be higher than the old one. So this is kind of a refinancing mechanism of the available debt. Okay, only problem is the refinanced debt will have a higher interest rate charged onto that. Okay, both are correct. Answer is option C. Question 10. Consider the following statements about cooperative banks. Okay, yesterday I asked a question about I think SFBs, okay, small finance banks. So now the question is about corporate banks. Number 1, they are customer-owned financial entities established on a cooperative basis, which provide a wide range of regular banking and financial services. 2, they are registered under the State Cooperatives Act or MSCS Act 2002. 3, they also come under the regulatory ambit of Reserve Bank of India. Select the correct answer. Sorry about the noises. Okay. Tenth question is on the board. Any idea? This is regarding cooperative banks. Okay, I think I will explain. Correct answer is all the above. All the statements given are correct. Okay, they are customer-owned financial entities. This is very much important. Why? Because this is a cooperative bank. So, this is a cooperation between many people. Usually, these are the customers only. Okay, some people, anyone can set up a cooperative bank. A group of people coming together, if they can, maintain this much, certain criteria put forth by the regulator, they can actually start a cooperative bank. Fine. So it is a customer-owned financial entity, correct? Established on a cooperative basis, which provides wide range of regular banking and financial services. For example, lending is there, deposit is there, loan is there, everything is there. Okay. Second one, they are registered under State Cooperative Societies Act or the MSCS Act of 2002. Correct. Cooperative societies come under the state laws. Okay. Third one, they also come under regulatory ambit of RBI. Correct. This was a very recent step. That is why it was in the news, for example. Also, there was a Supreme Court judgment saying that SARFAESI Act can be applied for cooperative banks as well. Which means cooperative banks can also confiscate the property of a person upon default. Okay, that is the very famous Supreme Court judgment that came earlier this year, and that is why this is in the news. Okay, so all the statements are true. Answer is option D. 11. Consider the following about TRIPS mission. Okay, what is TRIPS? TRIPS stands for what? Trade related intellectual property rights. That is TRIPS. Okay, trade related intellectual property rights. So first statement is saying it was negotiated between 1986 and 94 during the Doha round of General Agreement on Tariff and Trade, that is GATT, which led to the establishment of World Trade Organization or WTO. 2. Membership in the WTO includes an obligation to comply with the TRIPS agreement. Select the correct answer. Question number 11. If you know the answer or even if you want to guess it, please do it and put the answer in the YouTube live chat. I will explain it after a period of 10 seconds. Regarding the TRIPS agreement, choose the correct answer. C. Okay. Divya is saying it is C. So correct answer here actually is B. Okay, 2 only. Alright. So it was negotiated between 1986 and 1994 during the Doha round. Okay, it is saying that Doha round of General Agreement on Tariff and Trade which led to the establishment of WTO. It is not the Doha round which led to the establishment of WTO. It is the very famous Uruguay rounds. Okay, World Trade Organization was established from the GATTs in the Uruguay rounds, not in the Doha rounds. Doha rounds comes later. Okay, that is why statement 1 is wrong. Second one is correct. Membership in the WTO includes an obligation to comply with TRIPS agreement. Intellectual property rights is a very much focused issue in the international sphere. Something India is also facing a lot of criticism for. Okay, so WTO membership obligates to comply with the TRIPS agreement. Fine. So correct answer is option B. 12. Consider the following statements. India stood the third largest energy consumer in the world after USA and China. So this is based on 2020. Okay. Number 2. India's energy consumption is expected to grow faster among global economies and account for 11% of global energy demand by 2040. Choose the correct answer. Okay, this is regarding energy scenario in India. So, you have 10 seconds to answer. Alright, so question number 12, correct answer is option C. Both are true. Okay, so this was regarding 2020. India stood as the third largest energy consumer in the world after United States of America and China. That is true. Okay, USA is the most energy consuming country in the world, China second and India is third. Also, India's energy consumption is expected to grow fastest among global economies, accounting for 11% of global energy demand by 2040. Also correct. This is also the reason why India is also trying to invest more on renewables and diversifying the energy portfolio. Okay, so statement 2 and statement 1 both are correct. Extra point, comparing to the rates, okay, comparing to the increase in the rates of energy consumption, India is number 1. Okay, even above USA and China. Comparing the requirement rates or the growth rates of energy requirement. Okay, so both statements are true. Answer C. 13 is regarding the fishery sectors of India. Number 1. In the recent years, the fish production in India has registered an average annual growth of more than 7%. 2. India is the second largest producer in fishery sector. Select the correct statements. 13th question. Fisheries sector in India. Choose the correct answer. If you have read the newspapers, you should be getting this. This was there for a while. Okay. I will wait for 10 seconds. Any idea? Okay, so correct answer to 13th question is again option C. Both are true. In recent years, India's fish production has registered an average annual growth rate of more than 7%. True. Okay, India has brought up various schemes and programs in order to enhance the fisheries sector. Okay, I mean India has huge coastline, right? India is most like peninsular country, which means what? It has a very long coastline and it is not yet being used efficiently. Okay, so India is actually trying to make the most out of its marine wealth. Okay, so statement 1 is true. 2 is also correct. India is the second largest producer in the fisheries sector. Who is number 1? China. Okay, after China, India is the second largest producer in the fisheries sector. Correct. Okay, question number 14. This is regarding rice production. Okay, last one was regarding fisheries. Now we have a question on rice production in India. Number 1. India is the second largest producer of rice in the world and have been the largest exporter of rice after the shipments of non-basmati were allowed from 2011. 2. Major share of rice is cultivated during the Rabi season, while a small share of rice is also grown in the Kharif season. Select the correct answer. Welcome Sri Sindhil Devi. Hello Sri. So 14th question going on. You have 10 seconds. There are 40 questions. Okay, this is a 90-minute session. We'll end at 5:30 and we have a quiz, Unacademy app live quiz on at 5:45. Okay, I request all of you to be ready with the Unacademy learning app. Please download that from Google Play or App Store and be ready at 5:45. You can follow my Telegram channel for further instructions. Okay, the code etc. will be provided in this channel. t.me/msrw1. Okay. So 14, I am getting 2 answers. Divya saying B, Sri Sindhil Devi saying A. So correct answer is actually A. Okay, so India is the second largest producer of rice in the world and has been the largest exporter of rice after shipments of non-basmati were allowed in 2011. Correct. China is the leading country. Second is India. Okay, so earlier in the export sector, India was lagging a bit behind. But since 2011, India was allowed to export non-basmati variety of rice also. Okay, so since then, India has been the largest exporter of rice in the world. Fine. Second one, major share of rice is cultivated during the Kharif season. Rice is a Kharif crop and some minor varieties are grown in the Rabi season. Okay, Rabi is the summer season. Okay, in the summer season, just think about that. Rice is a very much, water intensive crop. Okay, so it is not easy to grow rice in summer season, especially when there is scarcity of water. Okay, so majority rice is grown in the rainy and when we have adequate water. Alright, that is Kharif season. So moving on to question number 15. Consider the following statements about Shekhatkar Committee. Number 1. It was constituted to recommend measures to enhance combat capability and rebalance defense expenditure. 2. It recommended an increase of defense budget by 2.5 to 3% of GDP over the current allocation of 2%. Select the correct answer. Question 15. Shekhatkar Committee, again in the news very recently. See if you can get the correct answer. Any idea? Anyone? Okay, I think I will tell you. Correct answer to 15th question is option A, 1 only. Okay, so basically Shekhatkar Committee was formulated to look into the measures to enhance combat capability and rebalance the defense expenditure. Okay, how much should India's India invest in defense? Remember, defense expenditure is more like a revenue expenditure. It is not a capital expenditure. Why? Because we do not get any financial or monetary returns as such. Okay, but it is a necessary thing at the same time. Country's defense is very much important. So you have to invest a particular amount. Okay, so Shekhatkar Committee was formed in order to look into how much should be invested. So second statement is wrong. It recommends an increase of defense budget by 2.5 to 3% of the GDP over the current allocation of 2%. No. In 2019, India's allocation into the defense sector was 2% of GDP. So based on Shekhatkar Committee recommendations, this is to be increased to 2.5 to 3%. Okay, the statement here says that it is to be increased by 2.5 to 3% of GDP over the current allocated rate, which means effectively, 4.5 to 5%. Okay, nobody wants that much allocation of GDP into defense. Alright, so correct answer is option A, 1 only. Question 16. Consider the following statements about tour of duty. Okay, another question related with your military. Tour of duty. 1. It is short voluntary internship program of 3 months for the youths. 2. There will be no severance packages, that is retirement benefits, example pension, gratuity, leave encashment, etc. for the TOD officers. Choose the correct answer. 16th question. Tour of duty. I will wait for 10 seconds. If any of you know the answer, please put it in the YouTube live chat and we will take it from there. Okay. Okay, Sisandal Devi is saying it is C. Alright, let's see the answer. It is B, 2 only. Okay, so tour of duty is actually a novel thing put forth by the Indian military, Indian Defense Department. So basically what it means is it gives us an opportunity. It gives the common citizens an opportunity to work with the army. Okay, some people actually is very much interested in working as a part of army, but they do not want any long-term service in the army. Okay, so this is when tour of duty comes in handy. So it is a short voluntary internship program of 3, not months, years. Okay, a voluntary internship program of about 3 years for the youths. So basically the youth can join around 24 years old or something like that, and by 27 years the duty will be completed and he can look for some other placements. A recent study states that the people who are trained by military is very much looked forward by other companies also. Okay, so basically this is a very attractive scheme for youngsters. Second one, there will be no severance package for the TOD officers. Correct. They are only working for a very short time, right? 3 years. So there is no gratuity or pension or anything. Remember, the payments that they get during the 3 years are tax free. Okay, that is exempted from the tax also. You do not have to pay any tax, the TOD officers, for their income here. So there is no severance package as well. So correct answer is option B. TOD is 4 to 5 years. No, 3 to 4, minimum is 3 years. Okay, minimum 3 years and above is there 3 to 5 or something like that. Question 17. Consider the following statements about desert locusts. Another very important topic, desert locusts. 1. They belong to the family of grasshoppers and have lifespan of 90 days. 2. They lay eggs in damp soil in the bare ground, which is rarely found in areas with dense vegetation. Choose the correct answer. Okay, desert locusts. I think you have read about the locust attack in the northern India, especially Gujarat and Rajasthan in the early part of this year. Before Corona, this was the main news. Okay, the locust attack. So see if you can get this true. I will wait for 10 seconds. Okay, so now I will tell you the answer. It is option C. Both are correct. Okay, these desert locusts actually belong to the family of grasshoppers and have a lifespan of 90 days. That is true. Okay, I mean a single locust can eat an amount of food that is equivalent to its body weight. Okay, that is 2 grams. Just imagine that. So a million locusts together coming into the field will basically destroy or wipe out the entire agricultural field. Okay, that is why it is very much in the news. Second one, they lay eggs in damp soil in bare ground, which is rarely found in areas with dense vegetation. Also correct. That is why they are seen in semi-arid regions, especially in areas like Rajasthan, Gujarat, etc., etc. Okay, Middle East. All right. So both the statements are correct. Answer is C. 18th question, easy question. Dash gas leaked from Visakhapatnam based LG Polymers India Private Limited, causing multiple deaths. Okay, another very important news that was in India, that happened in India in the past year. Which of the following gas leaked from the Visakhapatnam based LG Polymers Private Limited factory, causing a lot of deaths? Option A, methyl isocyanate. Option B, methane isonitrile. Option C, propene. Option D, none of the above. Yep. Srisindal Devi gave me the answer. Question number 18. Yes. Anybody else want to answer? Can anybody give me the correct answer to this question? None of the above. Yeah. So what is it? Yeah. Divya also correct. So give me the name of the gas. Or give me the name of... Yes, it is styrene. Okay, very good. It is styrene. Yeah, all of you know it. Very good, very good. Okay, Mishra sisters, it's not D, it is D. Okay, it is styrene. Very good. So a question on... Sorry, I think I gave the answer to this one already. So I will read it anyway, okay. Consider the following statements about Convention on Biological Diversity. Okay, or CBD. Number 1. The CBD is an international multilateral treaty which was opened for signature in 1992 at the United Nations Conference on Environment and Development. 2. 2020 is the super year for biodiversity as a strategic plan for biodiversity with 20 global Aichi targets adopted in 2010, ends in 2020. Lengthy statements but simple question. Any idea? Select the correct answer. You have about 10 to 20 seconds. Convention on Biological Diversity. CBD. Alright, I think I will move on. Answer is C. Okay, both are true. CBD is an international multilateral treaty which was opened for signature in 1992. Yeah, I forgot that I already showed the answer. Okay, so any idea what this summit is known as? This 1992 summit is also known by very famous another name. What is it? Anyone? United Nations Conference on Environment and Development 1992. This summit is also known by the name Rio Summit. Heard about this? Rio Summit or Earth Summit or Rio Earth. Okay, very much important. Yeah, correct. 2020 is the super year for biodiversity as a strategic plan for biodiversity with 20 global Aichi targets adopted in 2010, ends in 2020. Also correct. So this is the global year for super year for biodiversity. Okay, don't forget. Question 20. So earlier the question was which gas leaked out from the factory. Now the question is about that particular gas. Okay, the characteristics of that gas. Consider the following statements about styrene. Number 1. Styrene is an inorganic compound used in the manufacture of polymers, plastic, resins, etc. 2. It is a likely carcinogenic substance. 3. It is actually a colorless gas. Select the correct statements. Question number 20 regarding styrene. Take your time and answer. I will wait for 20 seconds. Okay. Regarding the mishap in Visakhapatnam. Okay, Srisandal Devi giving me the answer C. Yeah, correct. C is correct answer. Okay, I wasn't expecting any correct answers, but you got it. Option C is the correct answer, 2 only. So styrene is not inorganic, it is an organic gas. Okay, it's an organic compound. Alright, and it is used for the manufacture of polymers, plastics, resins, etc. etc. Clear? So that is why first statement is wrong. Third one, it is actually a colorless gas. No, styrene is actually a colorless liquid. Okay, but what happened in Visakhapatnam was this styrene got in contact with oxygen. Okay, and when styrene reacts with oxygen, it forms styrene dioxide. And this is a very much toxic gas. Okay, and this got into the atmosphere, and many people who breathed it died. Clear? So basically styrene in its pure form is liquid, not gas. That is why statement 3 is wrong. 2 is correct. It is likely carcinogenic substance. Okay, so answer is option C. So yeah, guys, an announcement in between. So today we have started this session for the 2021 UPSC Prelims examination. So we have the 6 months GS batch for Prelims 2021, complete syllabus coverage, Prelims test series, live classes for 500 hours plus, etc. etc. Top educators like Manal sir, Siddharth sir, etc. are taking the classes. So please do look into it. We have batches for 2022 and 2023 also. Batches are available in three language formats: bilingual, Hindi and English. Okay, everything starts today. So do look into all these. Okay. So 21st question. Consider the following statements about Food and Agricultural Organization, FAO. Number 1. It is a specialized agency of United Nations that leads international efforts to defeat hunger. 2. It is headquartered in Lyon, France. Select the correct statements. Yeah, Srisandal Devi, correct. Twenty-first question. Yeah, I mean, it's not orange, it's colorless only. Okay. I mean, after reacting, I don't know about the color, but in styrene in pure form is colorless. 21st question. Narasimha Reddy is saying C. Srisandal Devi is saying D. Divya saying A. Yeah, Divya got it. Option A. Okay, very good, Divya. Correct answer is option A. It is a specialized agency of United Nations that deals with, that leads international efforts to defeat hunger. So this is a very vague, very, generalistic kind of statement. So usually it is correct. Okay, so that is true. Second one, it is headquartered in Lyon, France. No. Where is it headquartered? Anyone? Yeah, Sri also got it right. Very good. Where is the headquarters of FAO? Yeah. Okay. Maybe correct. Rome, Italy. Okay, mostly just think about this. Even yesterday I told you. Okay, most of the organizations that deals with food has its headquarters in Rome. Okay, most of them, not everything, but almost everything. Alright. Yesterday we looked into IRRI, International Rice Research Institute. That headquarters was in Philippines. Okay, but this one is in Rome. 22. That dash state is setting up India's first observatory for gangetic dolphins. Option A, Uttar Pradesh. Option B, Uttarakhand. Option C, Bihar. Option D, West Bengal. Which among the following states is India's first observatory, setting up India's first observatory for gangetic dolphins? Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Bihar, West Bengal. Okay, Divya saying C, Narasimha Reddy saying A. Yeah, I got a couple of answers, so I'm moving on. Answer is actually C. Divya again. Hello Supriya, welcome. Okay, so correct answer is option C, Bihar. The government of Bihar is actually setting up India's first observatory for gangetic dolphins. Okay, I would like to explain about gangetic dolphins, but the next question is regarding gangetic dolphins, so I will move on to that. Okay, no spoilers. Question 23. Consider the following statements about gangetic dolphin. 1. They prefer deep waters in and around the confluence of rivers. They can only live in fresh water and are essentially blind. Their IUCN status is endangered. Select the correct statements. Okay, 23rd question about gangetic dolphins. Choose the correct answer. We have these kinds of quizzes every day at 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Okay, each day we will round up 1 month's current affairs. Okay, today it is May 2020. Tomorrow it is June 2020. So any idea what the answer here is? 23rd question, correct answer is option C. Both are true. Okay, so basically the gangetic dolphins prefer deep waters in and around the confluence of rivers. Obviously, I mean, they are seen in Ganga. Okay, so it has to be in the confluence of rivers. Second one, they can only live in fresh water and are essentially blind. Again, correct. They are not marine, they are freshwater amphibians. Okay, remember regarding gangetic dolphins, they are also known as susu. Okay, they are blind and hence they use the other techniques in order to get a location and all. Okay, the second statement is also correct. The IUCN status is endangered. I already told you, make a list of all the endangered species and all the critically endangered species and keep it with you. Okay, so if in the question the animal is not present in either of these lists, then you can easily eliminate it. But you should know which all species from India are there in the red data book regarding in the endangered list as well as critically endangered list. Okay, so answer is option C. 24. Regarding tropical cyclones, very much important. We had a couple of cyclones very recently in Kerala, one in Tamil Nadu. Okay, so tropical cyclones strike India generally originate in the eastern side of India. 2. Winds circulate around in clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and in the anti-clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere. Choose the correct steps. 24th. I will wait for 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds for you to answer and then give you the explanation. Twenty-fourth question. Anyone? Okay, I think I will tell you. Correct answer is option A only. Okay, 1. So let's see. Tropical cyclones striking India generally originate in the eastern side of India. This is true. Okay, most of the tropical cyclones that happen into India or do not originate in Arabian Sea, it originates in the Bay of Bengal. Okay, because of numerous reasons, some of it being the vertical shear pressure of wind in the Bay of Bengal region. Similarly, regarding the the vastness of Bay of Bengal compared to Arabian Sea, which provides a much more elaborate system to get developed in the Bay of Bengal surface. Okay, so statement number 1 is true. Statement number 2, winds circulate around in clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and anti-clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere. No, it is the opposite way. Okay, in the cyclone, regarding cyclones, equator is the dividing line. In the northern hemisphere, the cyclones are always in the anti-clockwise direction, and in the southern hemisphere, in the anti-clockwise direction, and in the southern hemisphere, it is always in the clockwise direction. Fine. So in the statement, it is interchanged. So it is wrong. Answer is option A. 25. Consider the following statements about Asian Disaster Preparedness Center, ADPC. Number 1. It is an intergovernmental organization that works to build the resilience of people and institutions to disaster and climate impacts in Asia and in Pacific. 2. Established in 1986, Its headquarters is in Bangkok, Thailand. Choose the correct answer. 25th question. Asian Disaster Preparedness Center. See if you can answer this. You have 10 seconds. Okay, so answer is actually option C. Both are true. Asian Disaster Preparedness Center has been implemented to deal with a lot of natural disasters and calamities that have been happening around this region. Okay, the Asia Pacific belt is filled with calamities. For example, we have plenty of cyclones developing in the Bay of Bengal. The Pacific line of fire, the Ring of Fire. That is a very important region which sees a lot of earthquakes, etc., etc. Okay, so this is developed in order to look into all these events that happens in Asia and the Pacific region. That is correct. It is a intergovernmental agency built to increase the resilience of people into all these things. Number 2, established in 1986, its headquarters is in Bangkok, Thailand. Also correct. Okay, Asian Disaster Preparedness Center has its headquarters in Bangkok, that is the capital of Thailand. Question 26. Consider the following statements about the causes of Second World War. Okay. Number 1, Versailles Treaty. Number 2, failure of League of Nations. Number 3, role of appeasers. Select the correct statements. Parmod, just do one thing. Increase the quality. I think the video will be streaming at your end in a 144p or something. Please click the settings and change it to 480p or 360p. Okay, here the last option is wrong. It is all of the above. So in the slide the answer is given wrong. I will explain the answer. It is given as none of the above. It is not none of the above. It is all of the above. Okay, so regarding the Second World War, all these are the causes. Why is this in question in the current affairs quiz? Because very recently USA and Russia celebrated the Victory Day. Okay, USA, Russia and the European countries celebrated the Victory Day, which is the day in which the Second World War was won by the Allied powers. Okay, so Treaty of Versailles is a cause for the Second World War. Correct. The harsh treatment of Germany in the Treaty of Versailles eventually led to rise of Nazism, etc., etc., causing the Second World War. Second one, failure of League of Nations. Again, League of Nations was basically a body which was established to maintain peace in the international sphere, but it completely failed to do so. Third one, role of appeasers. Also correct. Okay, Hitler should have been stopped much earlier, but British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain and followed by the French officials tried to appease Hitler in the beginning, and Hitler took advantage of the situation. Okay, so all are the reasons for the cause of Second World War. Alright. 27. Consider the following statements about Purandaradasa. Number 1. Purandaradasa was a saint, poet and singer during the Vijayanagara Empire. 2. He introduced the raga Maya Malava Gauda as the basic scale for music instruction. 3. He is one of the trinities of Carnatic music. Select the correct answer. Treaty of Versailles was signed in 1919. Okay, Treaty of Versailles was actually signed in 1919 after the end of First World War. Hello Seema, welcome. 27th question is on the board. We have this quiz every day between 4 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. 1.5 hour session. 40 questions on one particular month's current affairs. Today it is May 2020. Okay, tomorrow we will look into June 2020. So 27, anybody answer? Okay, I will tell you. Correct answer is option A, 1 only. Okay. So 1 and 2 are the correct statements. 3 is wrong. Purandaradasa was a saint poet and singer during the Vijayanagara Empire. Correct. That is true. Very factual statement. Also correct. Second one, he introduced the raga Maya Mala Gowda, the basic scale of music instruction. Correct. Anybody who studies Carnatic music, okay, studies this, Sari Gama Pada Nisa. So basically, this is Maya Mala Gowda raga that you study at the beginning. Okay, so that is the most basic scale of music instruction in Carnatic music. And this was composed by or introduced by Purandaradasa. Third is wrong. He is one of the trinities of Carnatic music. No. The trinities of Carnatic music are whom? Tyagaraja, Muthuswami Dikshidhar, and Shyama Shastri. Okay, these three are known as the trinities of Carnatic music. Purandaradasa is not one among them, but he has a lot to do in Carnatic music. Fine. So correct answer is option A, 1 and 2 only. Question number 8. Chak hao is a scented glutinous rice which has been in cultivation over centuries. Is characterized by special aroma. It recently got the geographical indication tag. In which state in India is this traditionally grown? Father of Carnatic music, yeah. Seema, correct. Manipur, sure, yeah. Okay, 28th question. Yeah, Sesandal Devi also gave me the correct answer. Divya also. Everybody knows, okay. Chak hao is basically the black rice, okay. Also known as the black rice, is the traditionally grown variety of rice in Manipur, which recently got the GI tag, geographical indication tag. So whenever a product gets a GI tag, make sure you know at least a couple of facts about that particular product. Okay, so this one is in the state of Manipur. 29. Another one, Sohrai Khowar painting is a traditional and ritualistic mural art being practiced by the local tribal women in the area of dash. Option A, Chhattisgarh. Option B, Rajasthan. Option C, Odisha. Option D, Jharkhand. So this one also, Sohrai Khowar painting also got GI tag. Okay. Yeah, all got that right. Very good. Parmod is saying A, Chhattisgarh. Fine. Anybody else? 29th question. Sri is saying it is D, Jharkhand. Srisnal Devi is saying it is Rajasthan. Okay, I got 3 answers and all 3 are different. Okay. So actually the correct answer to 29th question is indeed option D. Very good, Sri. It is Jharkhand. Okay. Sohrai Khowar painting is actually a traditional and ritualistic mural art being practiced by the local tribal women in the area of Jharkhand, the state of Jharkhand. Question 30. Consider the following statements. 1. China and Pakistan signed an accord to construct this dam in Gilgit Pakistan. Sorry, I am talking about. Can anybody tell me which dam I am talking about? I am really sorry. In the question, I should have put that there, but I did not do it. Any idea which dam I am talking about? Yeah, but another name is there. What is the name of this dam? Find out, okay. I will give you time until the end of this quiz. Very famous dam constructed in the Gilgit Pakistan region by China and Pakistan together, which was obviously protested by India, and it is to be constructed in the river Indus, which has a capacity of 4,500 megawatts. Both these statements are correct. Answer is option C, but this is about a particular dam. Which dam is it? That is the question. I missed it actually, but now I am making it the question. Anyone? Think about it, okay. I will give you time until the end of this quiz. Okay, the question was supposed to be the other way around. I should be giving the name and you should pick out which of these statements are correct. So now I am readjusting it to the other way. I am giving you the clues and you have to tell me the name of this dam. Question number 31. Dash became the first state to grant industry status to sports. Okay, Dash became the first state to grant industry status to sports. Option A, Karnataka. Option B, Punjab. Option C, Mizoram. Option D, Maharashtra. Yes, Sri got it. Okay, previous question, correct answer. Yes, Sri got it. It is Dayame Basha Dam. Okay, not Indira Gandhi Canal. Indira Gandhi Canal is in Rajasthan. Okay, in the Luni River, that is in Rajasthan. So it is the Daimar Basha Dam, which is being constructed by China and Pakistan in the Gilgit Pakistan region, which is heavily protested by India. So 31, yeah, all of you got it. Correct answer, option C, Mizoram. Okay, so the Mizoram government thought that if you declare sports as an industry, what will happen? It will get more and more investment. Okay, so Mizoram became the first state in India to grant industry status to sports. 32. Consider the following statements about Suraksha stores. Okay, number 1. It has been launched by Department of Consumer Affairs under Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. 2. It is a public-private initiative to create a safe and secure environment for customers and consumers and shop owners in Kirana stores. Choose the correct answer. 32nd question, guys. To the newcomers, we have this quiz every day between 4 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. Okay, each day we are looking at 1 month's current affairs. So today is May 2020. Tomorrow will be June. So 32nd question, anybody know the answer regarding Suraksha stores? Okay, Parmod is saying it is option C. Srisindal Devi also going C. Correct answer, okay. It is indeed option C. So what is this Suraksha stores? Suraksha stores is something that is envisioned by Department of Consumer Affairs in the wake of coronavirus. Okay, they do not wanted the Kirana stores to be shut down. Instead, they wanted to create a safe environment for both the customers and the shop owners. Okay, so they brought in many directives and etc. which are to be followed in these Kirana stores. Okay, so both the statements are correct. Answer is option C. 33. Consider the following statements about GOAL program. Okay, GOAL, GOAL. Number 1. It is a joint initiative of Google India and Ministry of Tribal Affairs to provide mentorship to tribal youth through digital mode. 2. Program intends to upskill and empower 5,000 tribal youths in current phase to harness full potential of digital platforms. Select the incorrect statements. Be very careful here. You are to select the incorrect statements. Okay. Okay. Nandu is saying it is B. Okay. And change the answer to A. Fine. Parmod is saying it is A. What about others? Parmod changing to B. Fine. Srisindal Devi is saying A. So basically the correct answer to 33rd question is option A. The incorrect statement is 1. Okay. So GOAL program is the joint initiative by, it is not Google India. Okay. It is actually Facebook India. Alright. Facebook India and Ministry of Tribal Affairs came together to provide mentorship for tribal youth. Fine. That is the GOAL program. That is why statement 1 is wrong. Statement 2. Program intends to upskill and empower 5,000 tribal youths in current phase to harness full potential of digital platforms. That is correct. You are asked to choose the incorrect statement. So the answer is option A. Question. Yeah, very good. You all know it. Okay, correct. Very good. Question 34. Consider the following statements about Khudur initiative. Okay, Khudur initiative, also known as the GIFT initiative. Okay, number 1. It is a crowd-funded initiative of YAR, a Sikkim-based NGO that has created India's first transgender football team. 2. It entails ensuring food, health and hygiene of LGBTQI community people living with HIV or daily wage earners, children and adolescents. Lengthy statements, but simple question. Okay, Nandu is saying it is A. Okay, anyone else? You are supposed to pick the incorrect statement here also, okay? Parmod also saying A. Yeah, all of you got that right. Sorry, I mean this is incorrectly marked, okay? You are asked to choose the incorrect statements, so answer is A only, 1. Okay, so it is a crowdfunded initiative of YAR, and YAR is not a Sikkim based NGO. Do you know where it is? YAR is actually a Manipur based NGO, okay? Manipur based, yes, Imphal, exactly, okay? Imphal based NGO that is in the state of Manipur that had created India's first transgender football team. Okay, statement number 1 is wrong. You are asked to choose the incorrect statement, so the answer is option A. Statement 2 is correct. It entails to ensure food, health and hygiene to the LGBTQI plus community, people living with HIV, daily wage earners, children and adolescents. Question 35. We have 40 questions, so we are into the last 6 questions. Consider the following statements about Vande Bharat mission. Very famous mission, always in the news. Number 1. It is India's largest repatriation operation to bring home Indian nationals stranded abroad due to COVID-19 lockdown. 2. People are brought back in flights by Air India and also by Indian Navy from Sri Lanka and Maldives. Choose the correct answer. Question number 35. Regarding the Vande Bharat mission, I will give you 10 to 15 seconds to answer. Please follow my Telegram channel here to get the class notes, PDFs, etc. etc. I have a quiz at 8 PM in Unacademy learning app. Be ready for that also. Modern India. It is as part of the Modern India MCQ series. Yes, 35, correct answer. Okay, here also the incorrect statement is asked. Okay, so the correct answer is option D, none of the above. Both the statements are correct. Okay, in the Vande Bharat mission, it is India's largest repatriation operation to bring home Indian nationals who are stranded abroad due to COVID-19 lockdown. That is correct. People are brought back both by Air India and also by Indian Navy. Indian Navy was the agency which brought back people from Sri Lanka and Maldives. So both are correct. You are asked to pick the incorrect statements. So the answer is none of the above, D. 36. Consider the following statements about Earth's magnetosphere. Okay, Earth's magnetosphere. Number 1. It is a region surrounding Earth where the dominant magnetic field is of Earth rather than of interplanetary space. 2. It is formed by interaction of interstellar winds with Earth's magnetic field. Select the correct statements. 36th question. Regarding Earth's magnetosphere, choose the correct answer. I will wait for 15 seconds. Okay, Nandu is saying it is A. Fine. Anybody else want to try? Divya also going with A. Okay, so I think Srisnal Devi is saying C. Seema saying A. A is the correct answer. 1 only. So those who gave me the correct answer, can you tell me why statement 2 is wrong? 2 is wrong. Can you tell me why? 1 is correct, okay. It is a region surrounding Earth where the dominant magnetic field is of Earth rather than the interplanetary space. Correct. So if we have the Earth here, we have the magnetosphere over and up, surrounding the Earth. Alright, so in this space, we have Earth's magnetic field rather than the interplanetary attraction. Fine. Second one, yes, Nandu correct. It is not the interstellar wind, it is a solar wind. Okay, it is the solar wind. You understand that there are both kinds of winds. Okay, we have interplanetary winds as well as we have solar wind. But influence of sun is much more in the solar system. Okay, until the area known as heliopause. Heliopause is the region or the line where the interstellar wind and the solar wind will cancel out each other. Okay, the sun's influence and the interstellar influence cancels out in the heliopause. Until then, it is the solar wind. Okay, so correct answer option A, 1 only. Yes, everybody correct. Divya correct. Yeah, Sri also very good. Seema Shetty correct. 37. Dash is the hottest planet in the solar system. My God, simplest question in this quiz. Very like 6th standard level. Dash is the hottest planet in the solar system. Option A, Mercury. Option B, Venus. Option C, Mars. Option D, Uranus. This has been the news because of a particular reason. I will explain it to you. Yeah, okay, 2 answers so far. What about others? Still thinking? Venus, Nandu is saying Mercury. Yeah, Venus is the correct answer. Okay, so this has been in the news because scientists actually found out why Venus is so much hotter than Mercury. Mercury is way more closer to Sun, right? So logically it should be more hot compared to Venus. But Venus is the hottest planet because the atmosphere of Venus is filled with sulfuric acid clouds. Okay, sulfuric acid clouds. And this actually starts heating up much more than anything else. And when it faces the sun, strong heat waves are generated throughout the atmosphere of Venus. Also, understand that Venus takes a very long time to rotate on its own axis. It takes about 280 plus Earth days. I think 283 or something. Okay, Earth days to complete one rotation on its own axis. But the atmosphere of Venus circulates over it 60 times faster than this. Okay, due to the solar influx into this sulfuric acid clouds, a huge heat wave is generated all over Venus, and this will cause the atmosphere to rotate around Venus at 60 times faster than its own rotation. This is why it is in the news. Scientists discovered this very recently. Okay, 38. Project CARD deals with which among the following? Number 1, public distribution system. Number 2, COVID-19. Number 3, elementary education. Number 4, soil fertility. Alright, question number 38. Project CARD deals with what among the following? Anyone? Take your time. We have only 2 more questions after this, so no worries. But give me the answer. Okay, Nandu saying COVID-19. Narasimha Reddy saying public distribution system. Others? B or okay, Divya saying either it is A or it's B. Seema Shetty going with B. Yeah, correct answer is COVID-19. Sorry, COVID-19. Okay, coronavirus 19. That is the correct answer. So, what is this CARD? Okay, CARD actually stands for Consortium of Affordable and Rapid Diagnostics. Okay, Consortium of Affordable and Rapid Diagnostics. Basically, this is the COVID-19 RT-PCR test. Okay, that has been brought out by Niti Aayog and Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. Okay, Niti Aayog and Department of Biotechnology together brought up this thing. Clear? So, correct answer is option B, COVID-19. 39. Consider the following statements about African swine fever. This is the penultimate question. African swine fever. Number 1. It is a highly contagious hemorrhagic viral disease of domestic and wild pigs caused by DNA virus of Asfaviridae family. 2. It was first detected in Kenya in 1921 and had never been reported in India before until very recently. Select the correct statements. 39. Okay, Nandu saying it is option B. So once again guys, let me just remind you, please follow my Telegram channel as shown here, t.me/msrw1, so that you can get all the class updates, notes, PDFs, etc. etc. The 8 PM session quiz is also scheduled in this channel. Also, we have the Unacademy app live quiz at 5:45 PM. I request all of you to be ready with your Unacademy learning app. Today's topic is legislature. Okay, from a topic from polity, that is legislature. It starts at 5:45, 20 questions, 40 seconds each. So 39, I got a couple of answers. So moving on, answer is option C. All are correct. Nobody got it. Okay. Actually, African swine fever is a very highly contagious hemorrhagic viral disease of domestic and wild pigs caused by DNA virus of Aspergillosis family. Correct. Okay, very much. This is in the news because this was reported for the first time in India very recently in the state of Assam. Okay, in the state of Assam, some wild pigs actually started dying out and scientists found that it is the African swine fever. But it was first reported back in Kenya in 1921. So both the statements given are correct. Answer is option C. And now to the final question for the day. 40th question, easy question. Thrissur Puram is one of the biggest temple festivals of Dash and has a tradition of more than 200 years. Okay, regarding a festival. Option A, Gujarat. Option B, Andaman and Nicobar. Option C, Telangana. Option D, none of the above. Final question of the day regarding Thrissur Puram. Choose the correct answer. Nandu saying D. Seema Shetty saying D. Srisandal Devi saying D. Divya saying D. So what is the correct answer? If all of you are saying D, it is the correct answer. So which state is it? You know that, right? Correct. Seema Shetty, correct. It is Kerala, my home state. Okay. It is in the district of Thrissur, back in Kerala. So if you know that Thrissur is in Kerala, it is fine. It is very easy. But I cannot say Puram alone because that is there in many other parts of India also. Okay. So anyway, correct answer is Kerala. Option D. So that is it. We have come to the end of this session, guys. Thank you for joining. Please be ready with your Unacademy learning app at 5:45 for the legislature quiz, 20 questions, 40 seconds each. And be there at 8 PM at Unacademy platform, ready for the Modern India quiz in the 8 PM to 9 PM, 1 hour session. Okay, so kindly use my code MSRW1 to get Unacademy subscriptions, to unlock free contents in Unacademy, and to get 10% discount in subscriptions. Follow my Telegram channel t.me/msrw1 so that whenever I schedule a class, you will get notifications. Okay, so please like, share, and subscribe to this video underneath, and see you again at 8 PM. Bye bye.